Today they've been in a rhythm. This is the third straight game for both of them.
Yeah, that's got to be super beneficial.
Yeah, but yesterday, man, when you would have like 3-4 hours off, or we'd be sitting in this booth and then get our name
just started all over again.
And I really appreciated rolling those 2 balls.
Oh,
because I felt like every time I was walking onto a bocce court for the first time in my life.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
What's this court doing?
Exactly.
What's the speed?
Yeah. So I think not only are you watching what we said in the pre-tournament show is the 2 best teams. Do
we call these out as the 2 favorites?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Not only will you see good bocce because they're good players, but you'll see good bocce because they're in a rhythm right now. Because they just won 2 games, both of them.
Yeah, and Highwood had a grinder.
Yeah, IABC did not.
Which I always, in my head, go kind of beneficial or not beneficial to kind of steamroll through a game, you know? Because then, are you tested? Are you ready to make those really tight shots?
I can say this. When I have won championships, almost religiously do I grind out a semifinals and then cruise through the championship.
Okay.
So I think it's better to grind going into
right
the
before, right? Because you're tight.
Yeah.
Right? You're making all the right moves, right calls.
And when you do, at this stage of, even though IABC beat our butts, they're not playing schlubs, so they had to play really good teams.
Right. They still have to execute, right?
Yeah.
Always.
So it's not like what you wouldn't want to do is, play to get a couple gifts in your group where you're beating them 12-0 and you're only rolling a few balls, and then to run into a buzzsaw team. That's where it hurts you. But I think at this stage of the tournament, it doesn't really matter how they got here.
Right.
Because as we predicted, these are the 2 best teams. So how they got here is how they got here. We said that would come down. What I thought was Highwood, IABC, and Salsicha was the first class. And I think we called ourselves, my team, your team, and maybe Volorama as the second class.
Right, the next up.
Yeah, and so we were pretty accurate with that.
Yeah, we were pretty spot on. And Volorama, we had a win and in do or die game against them, and it was tight.
Yeah, and who's to say where your fate would have ended if you didn't draw us in the first round too? So we couldn't both be here, or we couldn't have both been in the semis the way that
only one team wins always.
Yeah,
always. So we're gonna finish up these warm-ups and get you guys into the action.
Look at that form from Miles, even in the practice. Just a pretty roller. Like watching Tiger Woods or Rory McIlroy strike a golf ball. It's just there's just more.
Pure.
Yeah,
Anthony too. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And Lee. Whatever. They're all.
Yeah, Anthony is a great shooter. It's almost disappointing to have him as the roller the whole time.
He's so.
Watching him shoot is so
surgical.
Yeah, and
he hits. He not only hits, folks. He hits where he wants to.
Exactly. And so, here he goes. Watch that. A little soft Rafa. Maybe he wants to stay fresh in case the frame calls for a third Rafa, which might very well happen when you're playing a really good team. As I was saying earlier in the broadcast, I almost always like to pull out a flex Rafa or a lefty Rafa for my partner. So it's wild that I went 6 or 7 games
having to do it once.
Yeah, because I feel like that's kind of my secret weapon is the pointer to be able to hit
that
anytime. Yeah.
Right. Having a 2-time gold medalist precision shooter on your team.
Yeah, and he shot amazing.
Yeah, I saw Andy play very well. Only missed a couple, and they were really tight ones.
And in our semifinal loss, he still played good. The rest of us did not.
He pointed well.
Yeah,
he played. He was Andy.
Yeah, he was Andy the whole tournament.
And same thing. A pity we don't get to watch Anthony shoot, but again, his partner is the USBF national record holder.
Yeah, exactly.
The best shooter the United States has ever had.
Yeah, this is
in that metric.
This is a true dream team. This is a whatever the Stockton, Jordan, Barkley.
Right, we're watching
David Robinson.
We're watching '96 Bulls Jazz. We got some Karl Malone, Stockton, Hornacek.
Yeah.
And I think we're getting ready to start here.
Yeah. So everyone's loose. This for Anthony.
Does it start?
Yeah, this is it.
Timer's on, folks. 70 minutes. Games to 15 points. Highwood with the opening toss. Let's get you to the action.
For Anthony, I think this would be the 12th tournament win this year. At this point, I would say that the only thing that would maybe stop him
COVID.
is he.
Look at that. Little fast? That's in. I think so.
The call is in. Healthy nerves are good. When you're competing, healthy nerves are good, and when you've ascended to the top as quick as he has.
Leo lining up to shoot automatically. See, I like this. I think I need to learn a little thing or two here.
Wow.
Sticks it.
Look at that. Let's watch that one again.
I might have missed the hit. I apologize if I did. Just got it in time.
Wow.
That's so pretty.
A start.
And Greg Della Croce answers right back. Takes Polino back, too.
Look at that.
Just missed it. Sorry, guys. These guys are playing fast. Well,
I thought you had the magic fingers.
We didn't even get to finish talking about a shot, and 5 seconds later, another shot's out. But we got it deep here.
So he did take the Polino back, which was great. But unfortunately, he did not get the point. So it looks like he's going to shoot again. And he missed. Did not expect to see that, but we'll watch it again. Greg's got great form. Nice long follow through. Try to chip the inside of the point and clear it, and unfortunately he didn't. And now we're watching Mike's ball roll in, and look at that. It hits. Okay. Tough start for IABC. A missed Rafa and then a point off the back wall that was, a half an inch from being perfect. Now Leo and Maurizio will negotiate the best way to finish this frame out. It looks like they've probably got 5 feet to point this in, 4 feet. I would expect a big number to start. And
I'll update the scoreboard for you guys in a second, too.
Maurizio's point, he's watching it.
Oh, wow.
The line is
perfect.
Good.
The speed is good. That's beautiful. There's the Maurizio. Oh, did it hit?
No, it did not hit.
There's that. Maurizio has that beautiful roll form, and there it is right there.
Awesome point. And Leo's going to try to follow suit. Leo hit that amazing stick Rafa to start the tournament, or to start the championship.
And then he lays in an 80-footer.
That's a little heavy. That's going to hit the back wall.
Yep, there you go. And you can see that abrupt stop. Couldn't see it on your game, Al, but. Let me update the scoreboard for you, folks.
So that's going to be 2.
2 for Highwood. We're going to make them red.
Yeah, they're red on the main scoreboard as well. And while he's doing that.
Here, I can preset this. What are we on, 2?
Yeah, 2. There we go. Look at the wide angle there on 2.
There we go.
And Anthony's going to point to lead off the frame. Great first ball. Looks like he leaves it about a foot short, maybe even less. Does not give them a backboard on the wall.
Great shot by Nick Emo
Nick
there.
Emo steps up and fires.
Got it. What's 1 Highwood, right?
Yes, sir. Highwood's holding point. Robert Della Croce, tournament director.
Great host.
Gonna send one down the gut. It's gonna die a little.
Good enough.
It will be point, but against a team like Highwood,
right?
You don't want to give them 6 feet, 7 feet like that. 6 feet.
5.6.
Hard to tell. We can't see the court. We're looking on the screen.
Anthony's got a little different roll here than I've seen him do. Doesn't matter. Automatic. I'm probably going to see another shot here from Nick. Nope. Pointing. Just a bit outside.
Yeah.
It's got favorable kick, though, to clog it up a little there.
Speed was pretty good. If it didn't hit his front ball, it might have parked in the side. This is not an ideal start for IABC, but there's a lot more bocce to play.
It's to 15. 2-0. Got a good cover ball there. Might get shot out, though. Look at this. Oh, it hung. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, side door is open.
Nick Emo's getting good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Nick Emo is
he's
good.
Been good.
But
yeah.
He's getting
next
lethal.
level. Yeah.
I mean, he's a shooter. He shot.
Oh, and the field goal there by Miles.
He took a little angle, and I was kind of surprised. Miles, that's a dead straight shot for Miles. And he normally would, just line up straight and get that out.
What's the call here? He's going to do it again?
Do it again, and we'll get this one.
There's the dead straight. Yep, that's what you expect. We didn't see the first one, but we'll watch the second. This is a vintage Miles Russell raffle.
Look at this. That ball on a rope.
Yep.
Deep to left center.
So one for Highwood there. So not all that bad.
No, great cover frame, right?
Yeah.
Look at him. All right, there's Mike shaking it off a little. Good. They look loose, don't they? It's the finals, but they all look really loose.
Yeah, they're
Except
familiar.
one person. I bet Anthony LaBarbera is. There he is. Oh, he actually is. I would call that a loose Anthony.
A loose Anthony, yeah. I mean, again, he's done this now twice a month all year long. He's
a machine. I got the privilege of winning one. I'm responsible for one of those championships, Alex.
With him?
Yeah.
Where was that?
Manzini.
Oh.
Myself, him, Courtney Strickland, and Dave.
Yeah, that was actually my team.
My team now.
Yeah, I jumped on a team with Courtney and Dave and stopped playing because of my schedule, and then it turned into
Greg Della Croce shooting. Watch him hit.
No, that's 2 misses now. So Greg is 1 for 3.
Little tight. Finals. Little nerves. Down early.
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
See if I can catch the end of it. See if he did anything weird.
I mean, that is a precision. A great.
He's trying to hit that out clean.
One thing with a great shooter is that they don't necessarily always shoot for contact. They shoot for precision.
I love the call going again. Right.
Yeah.
This is high level play. A lot of people would consider covering. Nah.
And okay, so it's 1 for 4 for Greg, and that is.
Let's see if he's doing something weird.
Well, there he crossed his body. I saw that. I did see that. Watch this arm extend across the body. Right. See that?
Yeah.
See that?
Little hook held on too late. Little hook.
And you know what? That was an overcorrection. That's what that was. So.
Mike gonna roll in now though, and not a bad second point, but a lot of room for the Highwood players there.
One more.
What do you do here? Try to let him roll in for 4, or throw one back? You gotta try to cover it up.
Well, the one thing with that Polino shot is that if they miss and they hit their own ball out, we'll see. Leo's the shooter over there.
Oh wow!
Actually, this will change everything. This will change everything.
Look at this. But now they're
going to Polino again. Yep. Quick call for Polino. Actually, not. Yeah, they're going to do it. They know what they're doing.
Look, he's already.
They know what they're doing. Leo just so quick to approach the guy who's rolled a million hours of bocce. Okay, so his miss was.
His next 1 point is in. He's going to probably shoot this other one out.
Yeah, his miss was shooting the point out, and it did. It did point. It did shoot his own ball.
Yep,
too.
there you go. Right, a lot of teams might just point that in, but why not? Leo's world-class shooter, and he's going to just shoot these all out.
Oh, it does take Polino. So that is an unfortunate
kick.
And it's 2 blue. And
Shoot one
this
more.
is going to be a tough point for Maurizio. No,
Take one away. Maurizio just put one on Polino this deep, too, though. So
It's tough. IABC's out of balls.
Maurizio hesitant about the shot. Anthony and Miles calling for the shot.
Well, the question is, do you want to essentially, if you point, you're almost relegating that you're giving him 1 instead of 2. That's a hard ball to beat.
I like them being aggressive.
I think he's going to shoot it, and I'm happy that he is.
Yeah.
He's a great shooter, too. Just because he's the relegated pointer doesn't mean he's not capable of this. This will be fun to watch. Oh, he shoots the corner. Oh.
Didn't even see that.
Wow, he might get 3 out of that. He might get 3. Wow. We probably didn't get the replay there.
I could have hit it. I might have hit it too late.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I was appreciating it.
I shouldn't. This is my first time in the second chair, so I'm micromanaging. 3. I sound like a Mike Romanage Sheldon over here, huh?
Nah.
What's up, Mike? I hope you're watching at home. I hope you're awake and your fantasy football team is doing great. We just witnessed a incredible decision and execution by Maurizio Pirelli.
Wow, I didn't even think about that shooting that front one.
I mean, I'm telling you, he might have been the only person in the building to take that shot. None of his teammates told him to take that shot.
Yeah.
And that's where Maurizio's confidence,
understanding of the game.
Right. But he's a confident player, and there's a thin line between confidence and arrogance. But a confident player that's executing is the hardest player to beat.
Wow. And that's the pointer, folks. That was the designated pointer right now.
So apparently, they only got 2 there.
Yep.
From
only.
My angle, that looked like 3 all day.
They measured.
But I have a terrible angle. So that means nothing. Okay, this ball's coming in. Cozy. Down the left side.
Gonna like that. It's gonna kick out right hard at the end. That's an Alex Gara ball if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. I taught him everything he knows.
Yeah. Oh.
It's funny watching Anthony, it was just over a year ago that we were the hump that he had to get past, and now he's circled us.
Great.
Done laps around us.
He put in the work, and it shows.
Yeah.
Put in way more work than you and I probably combined.
Oh, for sure.
Great shot here by Nick Emo. Nice and clean. Look at that form.
Yeah.
Extends out, points at his target. Easy peasy.
This, if you're a new young player, you should save this video and watch it and rewatch it.
Watch all these players.
Technique,
flawless form,
decision making, all of it.
That's why they're in the finals.
So Anthony leaves that one a little bit shorter than he wanted. Greg's going to call for the point. This is not a layup point to beat, though.
Nope, but very capable the way of the IABC team points.
So Robert's going to
sneak past and get the point.
Yeah. Well, it's a little hot. It does roll out.
Dan calls no.
Yeah.
Again, big shout out. Thank you to Dan for
Dan
inviting us out here, opening the door, giving us everything we needed, and believing in what we're doing.
100%. It's people like Dan and like the Battaglias at Palazzo and Tom Holloman at Highwood and
Big E down in Dallas.
and Dino and Gabe and at the Waterside Club that have really, they're taking a chance by bringing in us and our vision. And this game just got really quiet.
I know. Here, pen drop here.
They're taking a chance. And I'm seeing us modernize the game, and hopefully it's paying off for them, and we're happy to be here.
Nick, 2 frames in a row now. Shoots a ball, plants one within 8 inches.
Yeah.
Great job, Nick. And, of course, with 2 balls left, if they knock this out, they're sitting at least 1. Miles is going to take the shot. Rare miss.
Okay. So now we've seen 3 misses from Greg, 2 from Miles.
Finals, baby.
And that might be collectively more than their misses for the entire tournament.
IABC is sitting 2, apparently. Carumbula. What's the carumbula, Alex?
The carumbula.
The call was Polino or carumbula?
Carumbula means
shoot it all.
Means throw at the pile. Shoot at the pile.
Got
See
it.
what happens.
I believe it's still going to be 1 IABC, and I believe they have 1 ball left.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get you the end of that.
Yeah. So he
got it. Try to take both out. Took
Yeah,
the angle to
yeah.
take both out, right?
Yeah. So carumbula is I don't know what it means exactly, but I think it means chaos or something like that, right? So shoot at the pile.
Crumble.
And what is that? One for IABC.
1 for IABC.
Okay.
Great frame.
Yeah.
IABC executed. Nick Emo putting the team on the back right now.
Yeah, he did so in our game too. He Robert wasn't great. He was just okay.
Which is most people's grade,
Right,
by
right.
the way.
And Nick just did whatever he wanted.
Beauty. Look at that. That's a good start.
Yeah, Mike Della Croce.
But Leo right now is flawless.
Let's see. Well, this is a slightly longer one. It's a small target. If it's anything like his first drop of the game, we're in for a treat.
Wide miss. Dropped it, huh?
The announcer's jinx is on, folks.
We'll shut up now, huh? Let's see if he did anything weird. My guess is he let it go a little early. Yep. Didn't even cross his legs. Ain't missing twice, though, right? Oh. Well, not too bad of an outcome, right? Love the confidence, right? Shooting twice. A lot of teams get hesitant shooting that ball again.
Yeah.
When you miss that by that much, right? But if you're a good shooter, you're not missing twice, right?
Yeah, I like that. And also, in this situation, you just want enough room for your pointer to be able to take the next point. And from what we've seen from Maurizio so far, he'll be able to roll this in.
And I think he just did it. And I think he just did it really well.
Yeah. Get up a little bit.
Is it good enough? Ball's in. Little discussion here on what they want to do. They got 2 balls. Greg's going to shoot. All right, let's see if Greg can shake it off.
That's gonna work. That's gonna work. Good ball.
And covered up, right?
Yeah, that's it.
He threw, and it looked like he took a lot off on that one, right?
He did take some off.
From his normal speed.
And that's what we say. When the Polino gets in the back section of the court, the game becomes more horizontal and less vertical. You've got 12 feet side to side, where often when a Polino's back there, you only got a couple feet in front and a couple feet behind that are meaningful.
Look at this.
Little chip. Oh.
What are we watching here, Alex?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm watching is Maurizio is the best player on the court right now.
I think him and Nick are tied.
Okay, yeah. I just think that.
Look at this.
And that's going to be.
Look at this.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about an A+ versus an A.
There's all A play right now.
Yeah.
Look at that. Can I catch the end of that? Look at where the shot ball ends up.
And if you're
let this one go a little early. If he was playing cautious, maybe just got away from him for a second.
If you're used to.
And there we go. Highwood jumps out to an early commanding lead, 5-0. Looks like they were doing anything at will. IABC right back in it after. And that's the difference between hitting shots and missing shots, right? Greg missed a few Rafas, and Highwood capitalized, got some points. He hit those on that one beautifully. Maurizio, beautiful chip in. What a great frame.
It was a really good frame.
Great frame, right? Like a bocce 101 tutorial there. And that's going to be good if it hooks back in a little. Great point. We're going to see a shot here. Miles Russell. Yep. Good hit. Probably going to come out point for them. A lot of kick off that back wall. Beautiful form. There you go. That looked like Miles.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, just got to hit it, right?
There's a shorter Rafa, too.
Don't got to smoke it.
Yeah. I was talking to Miles earlier this week, and I thought maybe we'd see a little more of the backhand this week. On the synthetic, if we were watching some of those players from Ohio, they'd be doing a lot more hit and stick.
Yeah, they're so good at it, too.
My teammate Frankie had quite a few this weekend, too.
I love Frankie's form.
Yeah, and, Miles talked about working on that a lot because so much of his game has been crafted for international play, and
that's how they play a lot there.
And
another beaut here, even better than his first one.
Yeah, nice shot. So I thought maybe I'd see more of that, but I think when the nerves come in a little bit, you just make the contact, hit the shot.
His mechanics are so sound that he can, on that underhand ball, go back to whatever. He knows what's wrong when he misses.
Speaking of which. Oh, so Plano hits
reset
fence, and we'll reset the frame. Closest the Plano has come to the BBN equipment all weekend.
Thank God.
Just past us.
Pew. Pew, pew. Too good. Pew. I don't have a soundboard yet. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, yeah.
I will say, you said too good. However, we had a couple Polino shots, Andy and I, where we had discussions of not shooting the Polino off the court.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Andy's like, I'm like, Polino, but don't shoot it off the court. And then it was like it was almost like like an Anthony Rafa. When you're up 3 balls or something,
Yeah, right. And he puts the ball pretty much right where it was, Polino right where it was earlier, and does that again, 3 in a row. Tucked a little behind, but a shooting, right? Automatic. This is what, flashback to your game, you put a point similar like that, and Donko couldn't stop him in time. I wanted to shoot that out.
Yeah.
It's still a hard point to beat, because a short one also then gets in your way. Miles locked in now. Missed a couple.
I think he got the point there, too.
Yep, he did. Beauty. All right. Ball's out. Where do you think this one's going?
So
leaked out a little more, but.
So when I said in our first game, I said Robert was just okay. That's because I know that this is how he started the game, and then in the middle he was just okay. And the last 5 or 6 points he's had have been within a foot or two of the Plano.
Right. Just like
it's a guy who knows these courts really well, has the speed down. So Miles gonna shoot. This is probably one that I would have pointed because I'm not a world-class shooter.
Oh wow. But that's their strategy, right? Hit out. They got the ball advantage. Let's see if we can see what Miles
so
did
interesting psychologically when the ball's on an island like that.
It looks like he threw that dead straight where he was aiming. Didn't see any ruffles in that form.
Sometimes you do everything right and you just miss.
Just miss. Yeah. Nothing to it.
And that's when when you're playing.
And then, but you have Anthony LaBarbera who can just go do this.
So good.
It is a privilege to watch this.
So it's 2-1 on balls for Nick Emo holding the last 2.
It looks like he's getting ready to shoot.
I wonder if he thinks about Polino, even though Highwood has a ball back in that corner. I think he still wants Polino.
Or just hit it clean out.
Okay. So now it's 1-1, and he feels like whatever happens here, he's holding the last ball, and he can do what he wants. So that ball's short and outside, and so it looks like right now Nick Emo will point in for a second ball. He's got probably 3 feet. And here's a fun story for you as Nick rolls this last one in. That's got enough, right?
Nope.
Oh, wow. Oh, he's going to hate that. That's just one. He's going to hate that.
One for IABC,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. So Robert, who's been rolling really nicely this whole tournament, cut his thumb, I guess
In the kitchen.
pretty bad in the kitchen just last week. And thank God it wasn't his throwing thumb because they might not be here.
Yeah. So it reminds me of Andy's mixed doubles partner 2 years ago, Lisa Watson, who had to throw on her offhand.
Yeah.
Shoulder surgery, I believe. This one's going to be a little short. Maurizio pointing excellent right now.
He's comfortable here.
Yeah, he's doing what he wants. Looks good. He said
calls
get
for it
some
to
legs.
Get some legs.
We're cursing every ball. Might be enough. I don't think so. Polino seems to be favoring IABC's.
Close. Anthony calls it in. Robert calls it in.
Everyone calls it.
Okay. So both
right.
of those balls are
Probably going to be a non-factor soon.
both close to 4 feet short of the Polino.
Going to use the rondina and do that. That'll
ball.
do.
Good ball.
And he's trying to tuck it, I believe.
Awesome
And
shot there.
and he tucked it. Leo might be able to see a little bit of it, but that's a tough shot for a righty. I believe he's probably already lined up. Let's see.
There he is. The surgeon.
Dr. Oz.
Ooh. Ooh.
Dirty.
We watch that one again?
You got
Look
it.
at that contact. Look at the way that ball
He
claps the other ball.
He smoked it. Bye. I wish he would teach a shooting class.
Greg goes with the same approach that his partner Mike did.
It's going to work.
And it's a little longer and deeper and a little closer to Polino.
Harder now
Boy.
shot for Leo.
So this is
Actually, easier shot probably overall.
well, what you're seeing is the home court homeboys
Executed.
knowing. I mean, that to me, that's a shot that Anthony rolls into Highwood, right?
Yeah.
Like just without hesitation.
Rare miss. Was he Owen Polino maybe? Possible. Let's see if we can see what he did. Unperturbed though. Oh, he pulled. Did it look like he pulled across the body a little?
I was zoned out.
Huh.
I was not
It's
looking.
a long broadcast. I wish we had the most energy for the finals when we're streaming.
Yeah. Little smelling salts in the booth. You know, Maurizio might be able to steal this point. He's got a little backboard. The ball doesn't look like you could fit a ball between the point and the Polino, so he
No.
can kind of just roll right at it.
Yeah, right. Don't be short.
This is something. Oh, but he, you know,
Short.
again,
Same ball they threw the first time almost.
that's
Now
that is a team that knows this court versus a team that doesn't, because
there's something dangerous here because I believe IABC has the ball back.
I think
they
they
can
might
get
go. I think they might go a little
Conservative here.
tuck on the wall side here.
Since he already did it nicely
Yeah.
once.
And if he bumps his ball, he should give it enough to be in.
Looks like it might try to.
That's two.
He might have. Two's the call. Wow.
And then we got a lead change.
Just like that.
From 5-zip to 6-5.
5 unanswered to 6 unanswered.
And I know I'm beating a dead horse, but that frame to me was all about knowing
the court.
their court. Because when I play against Anthony or Maurizio at Highwood, they know every little trick,
Nook and
exactly where to
cranny.
put the ball on the wall to make it do exactly what Greg and Mike made it do. And we make it do what it do, baby.
It's what they do, baby. It's the Iceman.
And Paul Wall.
All right, good start.
About 2 feet short and right. That is a good ball against most players. It's I'm going to say an instantly beat ball against Anthony.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, no problem.
He probably doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him wave it like it was bad. Him and Vanessa. I love every ball they hate.
And McD.
Every ball they hate, I know is going to get us point.
They're tough. You and I giggling like schoolgirls whenever we're in the vicinity.
I did it. Might be good. A little fast. Debate maybe shooting this one out.
Is it in?
They're
looking.
No, they're looking.
They call for the tape. The tape man, Dan Drago. They call him the tapeworm.
One Highwood is the call, I believe.
Okay.
Nicky was going to try to point this one out. The thing I was saying is does he consider maybe shooting Highwood out? But he's just going to do this.
Just got to sit a little.
Oh.
Oh, but it end.
Yeah, it might be in. I think the call is in. If they had to measure the last one, that was definitely in front.
Yeah, Anthony's picking up the ball. Is he going to use that same Rondina?
I'm surprised that he might not shoot this 3-1.
Yeah, he's going to use the same Rondina.
He's got a nice backboard, right?
That would have been fun to see at Volo. On a short Polino.
He would have done that.
I know.
Anywhere else, he might have considered it. That might be. Oh no, that's going to be good.
Yeah. Oh, is it going to slide right through? Oh my gosh! Look at that. Slides. It needs the backboard.
What he missed by a millimeter?
He needed a backboard on either one of those balls. Here. Ooh, squeezes it right through.
Couldn't do that again if he tried.
IABC holding point. Back in the frame now.
Miles right ready to fire. Didn't get to the wall in time, but he might just be in. That's good. Oh, he slid it through too.
So that's there's a few hot spots on these courts.
Yeah, right.
A lot of times off the wall will just, so there was, in court 4, it just died. I mean, it would hit, it just, there's spots where it dies and there's spots where it gets a little fresh. Mm-hmm. And there, the court was getting fresh.
Get fresh with me.
All right, Miles.
He went to, took out the Rondina, went for a more direct approach.
Ooh, and it's going to work. He might get, I think that bump is 1. So the front right is in.
What now, Alex?
Oh, I think I point right at the Polino. You got 3 balls directly behind it? Oh, no, you only have 2. Sorry. No. I got to talk about it. It's Emo's shot. He could pick that ball clean, probably, and get the point.
Definitely capable of it.
But
definitely a good time to call timeout and see.
But if for some reason
he's going to consider chipping it out off the Rondina.
I think he might consider that. The worry, of course, is if he shoots and
what's going to happen?
Somehow
that's a carumba.
The second point, right? Somehow the second point is that is holding right now. Gets knocked out. It could be, a big number for a Highwood. So, this is the hardest thing in bocce now. Whatever he decides, he has to fully commit to. And he's going to shoot. He's going to chip the front ball. Is my expectation. And he does.
Wow,
gorgeous. Watch this, folks. This is what a good shooter does. He lined up on the inside of that front ball, knowing that with that speed, and he did, if you notice, he shot that a lot harder than he.
Yeah, because he knows he's got to get a kick.
Yep.
Right? Soft one, he's going to cause chaos. When you throw it that hard, you know you're going to kick over any close balls. Mm-hmm. It's gone.
The USBF precision shooting has these mats where the balls are set up in various locations that you have to shoot out of the Polino. And there's penalty balls nearby, so there's red balls, and if anything touches the red ball, then your shot, even if you hit it, is not good. I think that gives you, and I know I'm explaining this to you, Milan, but you've competed in this before. Yeah. But what what that does is it really practicing on those mats gives you a really good understanding of what the balls do and don't do based on the velocity of the rafa, the side of the ball that you hit it, the
angle, approach.
Yeah. Maurizio's going to point. He sees a little room here.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the right call. He's been pointing very well. He left a couple short on that last one, but
yeah, let's see if he recovers.
he might leave it short again. No, it's going to chip in. Oh, no.
No, chipped out. Okay, so that's 3 straight misses after I called him the best player on the court.
It's a tough one. And,
the announcer's jinx.
And something that I might consider here, and I'm thinking about it if this is intentional, right? This is where the Polino was the previous frame for the IABC.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're smart.
Right? And they saw him struggle getting a point there.
100%.
Something to learn, folks. It's going to go again.
I think that's short. That's a 4th straight short ball he's rolled.
Yeah. I wonder if he's just not accounting for the speed to get over that center. All right, now Leo's going to try to cover. I haven't seen Leo get the point in a second, right? I think he's shot like the last 4 or 5 balls.
He's shoot a lot.
He's going to use the.
When you have 2 really good teams playing.
Well, would you look at this? It might be a little hot, but I think it's going to be perfect.
No, it's. Oh, it.
Oh, wow.
Sails. Okay, so there's been a serious momentum shift in this game. Highwood came out on all cylinders. IABC endured it.
And just been grinding them every ball, right? Taking away anything good that they do, and this might be short. And this is now.
Do you think you ready for a conspiracy?
Yeah.
Do you think that this? I talked about some of the spots on the court are hotter and some are like dead spots. Do you think they know that this is a dead spot on the court?
Even if they do, by now the adjustment should have been made.
Sure. But I'm just like muscle memory, rolling thousands of balls.
Right. And sometimes.
And I know in my game I had a ball that I left my hand and I go, oh, that's going to be all over it. And it was supposed to come off the wall and it just died.
Yeah.
And I wonder, and that's a little conspiracist of me. Probably not true. But here's Mike.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, there's groans and moans from the crowd.
Calls to shoot. They're in.
Robert's calling for the shot. Well, it's nice to have Greg Della Croce here.
With 2 balls.
Yeah.
To Highwood's none.
So what Greg would do.
He's velocity, right?
Is what Nick did in the last one, right?
Right, hit it with force.
You should see a lot of force coming out here. Yep. Sheesh.
I got a lot of work to do, huh?
Sheesh. There's a big argument, not an argument, but a difference of opinion between Chicago shooters, and which I think are St. Louis shooters too. I think we're very similar players, and Ohio and New York, and the top spin versus the backspin. And the ultimate player has both. And I actually think that some of our best shooters need to incorporate the backspin a little more. That's hot. That's hot.
They got one though, right?
Yep. But at the end of the day, it's really fun to see a hit and stick in an Ohio and New York tournament. It's really fun. It's
exciting.
But those chip Rafas that are so well executed by the top players in St. Louis, Kansas City, and Chicago. And as someone who watches the game as much as I do, don't execute it to the level of some of these players, but understand it on that level. I can tell you that there is beauty in both forms and should all kind of be embraced. So just one for IABC there. That was an opportunity for them to get probably three is what they would hope for. And they had to manufacture one.
Oh, by a hair. Miles is not happy.
Interesting.
Love the short Polino because I get to do this angle and show the development of the entire frame.
Don't you? Yeah, I almost wonder. I feel like that's a beatable point too, coming off the wall.
I think Anthony's already going for it.
Yeah.
That looks like it's got a little too much pace.
I think that wall kills it a little. Yeah, that's good.
It's going to be, Nick Emo's going to shoot this right
Should have
out.
done that the first time.
Nah, we could have, but
yeah,
again,
should have, could have, would have. Right?
Highwood is elite shooting team. They shoot the first ball out almost every time, unless it's egregious.
my gosh. And I believe our last remaining
Perfect
shooter is
not perfect.
No,
Not so perfect no more.
So everyone's
Again,
missed
folks,
around.
these are misses by fractions. Just missed it, sorry. But again, you get to see the whole development of this. Oh, wow. Nice hit.
Yeah, that shot to me from Nick felt very much like in tennis when your first serve is out and then your second serve, you just got to get it in.
Just right. Anything,
Just make contact.
Miles is going to clean that one out.
Oh, they got the ball.
They got the ball advantage
even
back
after the
miss.
Rafa, yeah.
And they have one sticking around here. Let me see if I can show that one to you.
So was it 1-1?
1-1.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get to see Anthony shoot here.
Call for a measure here. I can't even see what they're measuring.
Oh, they're measuring.
Second point?
Yeah.
All right, going to have to change the angle for you folks here.
So I think we're going to get to see Anthony shoot on this one.
Yeah, I think he's...
I think Robert's going to drop one in, and he's going to hit it out. But they need to know what the count is in the back there right now, because they might have to roll one not even in the vicinity and just negotiate two or something like that.
The benefit of being able to broadcast these games is I'm just learning right now. So many things, right? Are you picking up any stuff? You are.
My problem is execution, not understanding.
Not decision making. I got a lot of problems.
They hit it. Silver in front.
Okay, so Greg says point it. If they hit it, they hit it. Well,
this is a big philosophy of mine,
hit it.
actually, Alex. They're considering us as different options here, but right now, maybe how about this? How about let's put one there, and then just make them make a play, right?
Yeah,
And that one's tempting now to just
that's fun.
outpoint.
That's a good teaser. Yeah, that's a good teaser. The call is
Still shot.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's see if Anthony takes a little off this. No.
Or just sticks it.
Yep.
Did he underhand that? Nope. He
Just hit it. Don't know.
Some
Hard to
sort
tell.
of the pendulum.
He's.
The pendulum.
Well, at least we got to see him shoot. I believe the call was 2.
2 Highwood?
Yeah.
Right. I like the call by IABC. They still have to make him shoot.
So here's what they were doing. They were measuring that back ball, and if Highwood's other ball was in,
he's shooting it out.
Then they know Anthony's shooting it out for potentially 3. But because it wasn't in, they forced Anthony to shoot. They got the 2. The only other option would have been to point it 10 feet past and hope that Anthony just rolled in for 1.
Right.
So I don't mind
the
call, but if you're watching the BBN to see some advanced strategy, there is a play there where Robert just rolls one 10 feet past the Plino. It's still in and almost forces Anthony's hand to just roll one in for 1. And that would have essentially saved them a point.
And there's Maurizio. He went to the other side of the court.
Look at that.
Look where he went.
I'm shocked he didn't go back to the same spot just to conquer his fears.
No, he's a smart player.
Yeah. No, that's super smart. And that's super flush.
Look at the spin on this ball after he makes contact. On how square he hit it, that it just.
Yeah. This ball is looking good.
A little fast, but still a good ball. A foot, maybe, a little more.
A foot and a half. Foot and a half behind the
I think we're
Plino.
going to see another shot since they're sitting that next point. Nope. I'm going to try to do the ball track cam on this one.
Oh.
Look at that.
Great ball and great camera work. I don't know who I'm more impressed with, Mike Della Croce or Milan Tomic.
Same.
Toma Croce.
Della Croce approach. Do it again. I don't care.
Oh, he got a little wild. He got a little wiggly there.
Got a little quiet. It's very sensitive.
I know.
Not enough.
Yeah. Might bump that back. Oh, the court's pulling it a little. Yeah, that's a good ball. That's nice. What's the count here? Can you widen that angle for us?
I can widen anything you want.
All right, so
Highwood's out of balls.
and
They
this is
got
the
two.
last ball for.
Is calling point?
They got two.
No, they can't have two. It's one Highwood. I think we're going to see
No,
a
I'm
shot.
saying 2 balls left for IABC.
Yep, one for Greg, one for...
Oh yeah, he's holding. That's right. That's he's holding.
I think we're going to see a shot here.
I do too. I mean, you're 2-0.
He's pacing like he wants to do
You're
it.
playing a dream team.
Here we go.
Take your opportunities when you can.
Yeah, he's doing it.
All right.
I love it. Let me make sure I have everything I need to see here. All right.
Clears the pile.
Crumbler.
And now it depends on what the count is. It looks like
Highwood
Highwood has the
3.
next 2 or 3.
Possibly 3.
Yeah, so that's
But
unfortunate.
They left him with a way more serviceable ball to
Yeah,
play.
he's
in.
got 2.5 feet.
I think he got it.
It's got to sit out a little bit. It does. That's good. That's a good little.
Great execution.
That's good partnership, right?
Yeah.
I knock
Trust.
it out. You drop it in.
Trust each other, right?
Yeah.
I'll
And
applaud that.
IABC recontrols the Plano up 9-7. Now I know my IABCs next time once you play with me. Milan, what does that noise mean?
What noise?
Ba-da-ba-bum.
That's our stream dropping.
Oh, cool. You like this on the...
Yeah. Points in.
Is it?
Yeah, the call was in.
Okay.
Let me see. I like the short Polinos for this and this specific reason right here.
I love short Polinos. Why? Because I can see them on one camera.
I like the watching being able the whole
Yeah, of course.
play develop in one shot.
Yeah. So Robert's going to hate that, right?
Yeah, because Nick can't shoot them out. It's not good enough for. He's gonna like this.
You know what I... Oh, no, maybe not. You know what I really like?
It's gonna work.
Yeah, it does work. What I really like is the pace, and that when there's time for a decision, it's made. When there's no time for a decision, they're right in their thing. And I feel like,
Missed it.
yeah, I feel like forcing a conversation when something is pretty obvious is just not necessary.
No, and it can distract your team.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can see what Miles looks like. He lined up there.
What was he lining up on? Just a bad line?
I think so.
Oh, he's taking the same line.
Look at where he's slightly off of it. That's a mental error.
So it's really hard on the court to see this, but you can in the BBN here.
That's a really bad miss for Miles.
For him, yeah. For Miles, that's about as wide of a miss as you'll see.
And this is how he has to hit that second one, right? And it's
But I think I think that he has worked so much on, between the ears over the last couple of years, and you saw that a lot at nationals this year, where his tendency and most players' tendencies is to run a little hot when you miss 2 Rafas in the same frame like that, or 4 or 5 in a game.
yeah.
But
He's working. We spoke about this in the booth.
but he's chatting with Maurizio and he's upset with himself, but he's not
falling
sulking
apart.
in the corner. Yeah.
He did for a second.
Yeah.
But,
and we all do, right?
He knows how important that second Rafa was, right? Because he's leaving them. They're probably going to get 2 here. I think Emo sailed it. That's a gift.
Oh, that's wild.
Contagious. Sometimes bad balls are contagious. So Highwood escapes that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm proud of seeing on the court now from our Highwood friends? They came together on that one.
I know.
And talked as a team, and the temperaments were very cool, calm, collected.
And I saw Anthony give him a little high five at the end. Interesting enough, that was. Can I say that was the worst frame of the game?
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
And Nick Emo is going to be thinking about that point.
Both of Robert's points were bad, right? Nick had a chip point that was okay, and he had a bad point.
I'll give you guys another trackball and see how well I can do it.
Yeah, I mean that was a 2 out of 8 from world-class players, and we're not here to add insult to injury. We respect the hell out of all the players on the court.
Look at this.
And the competition itself, it's just more something to marvel at because they are all so good. Their worst frame is my best.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Look at this ball, though.
Yeah, that's
silly.
That's clean. That's clean.
That's silly.
And I think Mike's really liked that ball. I think last frame he saw an opportunity to score a second.
Call is 1. He pushed the play, but the call is 1. So Leo's going to be shooting.
Yeah, this is a little tough line.
Maurizio?
No, I think they're just both looking at the angle.
That angle's tough, right? More room for a righty, but...
Yeah, it's well covered. Depends on how much that fence bothers you. We might be offline, folks. We might have just regained connection. Again, we apologize for any technical difficulties.
Another miss for Leo.
So that was a miss, Rafa, I think, because of that front ball.
Yeah, worried about hitting it.
Yeah, so he had a tight
right?
window, and he's shooting from the fence, and he tries to stay.
Is Leo lefty? No, right?
No.
This is Maurizio's spot. Did he figure it out? He figured it out. Oh. He figured out the speed that time.
Highwood has been down a few times in this tournament. Probably never 3 points. Probably maybe 1 here, 2 here.
This is their toughest matchup against other than the south side.
In the middle of the game, I've seen them down, 7-6 or 6-5.
This is not this. They didn't get far enough to the wall, so it's never going to come back.
Is there an option to
they're gonna
try to clear both there?
They're going to definitely think about shooting a shot. You can get both balls out of there.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if Greg's feeling froggy, he might shoot that. And look, he's got that little smile on his face too. I hope he goes for it. Just because if he does execute it, that's something you don't necessarily get to see in your regular league game.
He's going to roll in.
But he's going to roll in. And I never get what I want.
And then again, using that wall, he knows where he's got to get to it.
It's a little.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that looks really good.
Oh, boy. And again, right? You know this. I know this. In a game against great teams, 1 missed shot, it's going to probably hurt you in that frame. 2 missed shots are deadly. Can he do it again? It looks a little slower. He also didn't get as far to the wall. I don't think he got to the wall.
He's asking for it to push. He's asking for it to push.
It will.
It's trying. It does. And hey, the home crowd is getting excited. IABC is now up 13-7. And let me tell you this. This team with Anthony from the Bocce Bros. What's his last name? Cugini. Anthony Cugini instead of Miles Russell. The exact same team.
Molisani.
Club Molisani. Double elimination tournament. Had already lost a game. They were in the last game of the first night to make it to bracket play, and they were down 14-6 in a game to 15.
I watched all that game.
14-6 in a game to 15, and they came back and won.
It was a beautiful game. Anthony LaBarbera was unconscious.
Well, and now they got to come back from 13-7.
Missed Rafa's. If my count is correct, in between Miles and Leo's last 7 Rafas, 0 for 7. They have to tuck in now. There's no discussion here. A miss is game. A miss is game.
It's not. Yeah, it's not my place to tell them what to do here.
No,
but,
I'm just. This is me just.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you. I think that one thing that if they look back on this game, knowing as good of a pointer as Anthony is and how reliable these walls are, I wonder in a lot of these spots that they put Miles in to shoot these Rafas, which are layups for him typically. And those are layup points for Anthony too, and that can change the fabric of a game. And they might.
He's shooting.
They might sit back and hear this and disagree with me.
This could be the game.
He'll hit it. He'll hit it. Announcer's jinx.
No, he's very frustrated visibly.
Announcer's jinx.
You know what though? I applaud the Highwood team. They made it to the finals. They know their formula, and they trusted him. And you know what? I trust Miles to take every shot he has.
Yeah, I've been playing with Andy for years now. I've seen him hit these lulls before, and I love him shooting through it. And of course, when it comes to the championship game, down to Maritza's calling for a shot again. Is that right? Can we get on this?
He's calling for a reset.
Yeah, he's good, huh?
So good. Didn't get the reset. It looks like he didn't throw it as hard as.
I think he just wanted contact.
The call was reset.
That was after he was already lined up.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, and that's the stage of the game.
Ball in the corner though ain't bad. Ain't bad.
All you gotta do is not giving up. Oh, that's a miss.
That ain't in.
So that's huge.
This reminds me of your game a little bit. Polino was centered, but huge point to get. A lot of room. Shorts one.
Oh, you're talking about the Salsicha train game. Okay, I thought you meant the IABC game. I couldn't remember what frame, but yeah, very similar. It's very hard to point in the back walls here.
Well, it's in your head, right? You don't want to burn it.
So everything I've said has been wrong in this broadcast, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm pretty sure Highwood is in here.
Yeah,
but my prediction percentages are lower than some rough.
Looks like he pulled more tape.
Oh. The call.
All right. Anthony's going to shoot that corner ball. Hopefully get some action.
Interesting. The respect they have for their opponents, too. All right, so he's in, but it won't last long.
Hit it so square that it had no action.
That stinks.
I hate that.
I know.
For him.
Look
how square.
Here's
look.
a guy. Yeah. Here's a guy who, took 3 Rafas in this game, hit all of them perfectly. Called on late.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, Nick points one in that corner. This game, I think. Hits the Polino.
Beautiful.
Aggressive. I'm telling you, these are not
he knows
super
the line.
easy. Greg's laughing. Everyone's laughing. This game is going to wrap here.
Hopefully.
Well, again, unless the jinx is real.
They're shaking hands.
And the crowd goes wild.
Home team win.
They respect Highwood and they respect the hell out of Chicago, but this has been a 4 or 5 year drought. 5-year drought of not having the Aldo won by the home team. So that's a big win for St. Louis, and we're happy for them.
And a great sign of sportsmanship here at the end.
Oh, for sure. There's nothing but respect from these players. And guess what? The IABC wanted us to the IABC wanted us to come out and capture the magic that is this tournament, and I guarantee you they're going to be watching this one back tonight.
Look at those smiles.
They're going to be watching this one back tonight. As we talked about in the pre-tournament broadcast, the big Nick Emo switch
Paid off.
from Salsicha to the house team. We're still not sure what the impetus of that was, but it was definitely.
Nick Emo, I talked to him a little bit. I teased him a little.
Yeah.
About it.
We call it bocce mitosis. It happens all the time.
And he said the impetus of him switching to that team, he said it was pretty simple. Greg doesn't come out to play that much, and when Greg comes out to play, I play.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. That's a great point. I haven't seen a lot of Greg. Greg usually plays with the KC boys. So kudos to Greg for, I wonder if there was a conversation. That they said, we need to put a team together that can bring this title back to our home.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Yeah,
and take a quick moment to congratulate the Highwood team.
Their epic run here in St. Louis.
For their 4 years here. Championship, second place. Nothing to hang your head low on.
It's incredible.
Yeah. And the difference in that game is simply this.
Yeah.
It seemed like IABC executed everything they wanted.
Well,
Greg had a few early misses and then did not miss another Rafa. And an inverse of that.
He got through that. Greg worked through that.
And then the inverse of that, though, is Miles struggled.
Yeah.
Right? And they gave up points because of those misses. And Leo had 2 frames where he missed both his Rafas.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I really hate seeing Miles struggle. You want a headset on?
No.
I hate seeing Miles struggle like that.
Because we all know just how good he is.
And I actually look at him as like a figure and almost like a mini celebrity in this bocce world, where it's like Miles' success is my success, is the sport success, because he's so good and he's so easy to root for that. Yeah. I just think that if we can take people like him and plaster them to
on the billboard of bocce.
Exactly. Like, it's really good for our sport. And so, I feel for him and I hate to see him miss. And however, what I will take away from this is, for you folks watching at home who maybe watched him set the men's precision record at the Nationals
it's available
this
to
year,
watch too.
Go
watch that.
Or the clinic that he put on in men's doubles.
Yeah. Unstoppable.
Yeah, and what I take away from that is that at the end of the day, we're all human, very much like golf, very much like a golfer going out and winning tournament after tournament and then missing the cut, or in this case, getting second place. Right. Yeah. He's we're gonna get kicked off.
Oh yeah.
So they're playing music now. So that means our YouTube time is probably done pretty soon. So I'll finish that thought by just saying nothing but respect for all these players. Congratulations to IABC.
With the IABC, Highwood Bocce Club, this has been the 2023 Aldo Della Croce tournament. Thank you for all our participants. Thank you for the Italia America Bocce Club for hosting us, being gracious hosts.
Dan Drago, Robert Della Croce,
Zonas.
The respect from the Zonas, the Sanas, Tony Sana and his family. All the families that support this club and support bocce. We appreciate y'all. We see you guys. And we'll see you again
real soon.
Yeah, somewhere.
I'm Milan Tomic. That's Alex Gara. Thank you for watching. We'll see you soon. Good night.
Yeah, it's gonna